The Visegrad 4, of course, is an organization. It started as an idea, and then it became a formal agreement, and then has taken action. Likewise, the WBAF collaborates with a great number of organizations, public and private, commercial and academic, local and international. And today we are going to formalize some of the relationships that the WBAF is establishing with major organizations from around the world. We are going to have 3 signing ceremonies, and to sign all of those on behalf of the WBAF, I would like to invite the chairman of the board, Mr. Baybars Altuntes, to come and join us for the 3 signing ceremonies. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. The first ceremony that we are going to be signing is a memorandum of understanding with the SME Finance Forum, part of the IFC, and we'd like to welcome back to the stage their CEO, Mr. Matthew Gamser. Matthew, please come and join us again. Thank you very much. There we go. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, this agreement is important because IFC, the International Finance Corporation, is the biggest financial corporation in the world, based in Washington, D.C. And I am really, really very happy to collaborate with IFC. Why? Because we have a great CEO here who believes in the power of angel investors. And I think we will be, this agreement summarizes what we are going to do together, starting from training, education, creating awareness worldwide. So dear Matt, it's your turn.
Thank you, Baybars, and it's my great pleasure as a representative of the IFC and CEO of the SME Finance Forum to enter into this memorandum of understanding with the World Business Angels Investment Forum. It's, as I said earlier, I believe that angels play a critical role in the development and growth of SMEs, which in turn play a critical role in all of our economies around the world. So we're delighted to have this association. We look forward to many years of fruitful work together.
Thank you. Thank you, dear Matt.
Let's keep the pen here for the next ceremony.
Thank you very much once again to Matthew Gamser, the CEO of the SME Finance Forum, for concluding this MOU with the World Business Angel Investment Forum. From the underside of the equator and around the world, we now welcome from the Brazilian Trade Association for Business Angels, their president, Cássio Spina, who will come to the stage to sign on behalf of his organization. So, Mr. Spina, if you could come and join us, please. Thank you very much. There we go, Cássio. Thank you very much for joining us today and coming to sign this agreement all the way from Brazil. Thank you. All right.
Cássio, welcome. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now signed an agreement, an important agreement with the biggest business angel network of South America. So now WBAF is going to expand its mission with the empowerment of the Brazilian Trade Association for Business Angels. And he is one of the few participants today who spent more than 15 hours by flying to Istanbul. So I think he deserves a big applause. Thank you, thank you. And another long flyer is the next one, by the way. So thank you very much. Casio, please.
Yes. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I truly believe that the cooperation between all the internet networks of the world can make the world difference, and each country can benefit from that. So we really appreciate and looking forward for working together with WBAF for promoting more investment. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Casio Smina. Thank you very much. And for our third agreement today, I would like to welcome the leading partner at the Unity Group, Mr. Callum Lang, to come and join us on stage. As he approaches, I believe we have a video that we are going to roll to introduce this agreement. Mr. Lang, please. Thank you.
Welcome, Callum.
Entrepreneurs and small business owners today need to be as smart as possible to survive. Sadly, it's not enough to be brilliant at what you do anymore. If a business is to be truly successful, you also need to have smart business sense on your side. Every business is different, yet every entrepreneur faces the same challenge.
I think the biggest challenges as a small business were being able to scale up when we needed to onto bigger jobs for bigger clients, them having the faith in us to be able to do that.
I guess if you're a small to medium-sized business owner, it's very difficult to attract big customers, great talent and capital. You're too risky and you're too illiquid, so you can't easily get in and out of your company if you're an investor.
Jeremy Harbour is a globally recognised expert in mergers and acquisitions in Europe, the USA and Asia. He has investments in 12 countries, has bought and sold over 50 companies and advised around 200 more.
As a small, typically under-resourced business, you can't go for the really big contracts. And because you can't go for the big contracts, you remain a small, under-resourced business.
Callum Lang has built, bought and sold businesses across 2 continents. He is the author of Progressive Partnerships, The Future of Business, and is a renowned speaker at conferences on entrepreneurship, also regularly featuring on TV and in the press.
So, in a nutshell, an agglomeration is bringing a group of companies that are in the same sector, but typically geographically diverse. You bring them together and you list that group of companies on the public stock exchange. The twist that we've introduced is that rather than try and merge all those companies together, we keep them independent. We allow them full control over their business.
So actually, when we do an agglomeration, we have a founding group of businesses that we take through an IPO, an initial public offering, and then everybody else who joins the agglomeration after that are technically publicly listing their company through a reverse merger.
And what we've done is we've translated the jargon from the banks and the big private equity firms and so on into a format and into a medium, if you like, that the normal business owner can understand.
Initial public offering essentially is, offering part ownership of your business to the public and giving the public an opportunity to join you in the rewards of creating a successful business.
Small businesses are often guilty of having a tunnel vision approach, focusing on the job at hand, whereas agglomeration opens your eyes to a big business approach.
I think that the board's really interesting. So when you join the agglomeration, you sit as peers with other business owners around the world.
Another interesting aspect of the agglomeration is that you can gain a board you couldn't afford. The board of the marketing group is made up of the company's CEOs, as well as experts from the Unity Group. Because you make up the board, you also make the rules.
You're now turbocharged. You've got the big engine, you've got the team that's rooting for you to do that.
One of the biggest draws of agglomeration is the financial side.
Well, there's an immediate financial benefit. You have public liquidity of your value.
As an entrepreneur, it's really about the impact that you make, and this just allows you to make a much bigger impact on a lot more people and have a lot more fun doing it.
Entrepreneurs are great at solving problems, so give them the finance to solve problems and they'll go out and change the world.
WBAF is not only a platform to talk about investment, entrepreneurship, startups, stock exchange, etc. It is a platform where we also implement projects to ease access to finance for SMEs and entrepreneurs. I think this MOU is very important. Why? Because after signing this MOU, we are going to make a press statement together as a first output of this MOU. So you see, we are signing the MOU and the project is coming immediately. And I think SMEs will be very happy to hear this press statement. But first, let's sign the MOU, then go to the press statement. Okay, now I think we can make it happen. Dear friends, WBAF fund is going to finance SMEs which are at the scale-up level, and this fund size is $200 million. The fund is going to work in the agglomeration system of column laying, which means, could you please make the voice a little bit, sesi tamamen kısalım, because this is important. Now, the problem of SMEs is, if a company has a $2 million, let's say, revenue, it's a small company, it is small and medium-sized enterprise. In that case, it is very difficult for this company to go to IPO. It is very expensive, the size is small, revenue is not enough. So what he exercised with NASDAQ for the marketing holding, he brought small companies, which are around $2 million, from different countries together, made an holding in UK, and went to IPO. This is summarizing, I think, the issue. Yeah. So now we are going to use the WBAF's global network to recognize the correct companies, correct SMEs, bring them together, and go to IPO. He's an IPO expert because marketing holding went to IPO in 12 months in NASDAQ, and also you had been also in the Germany, I think. Yep. So I think on tomorrow afternoon, he is going to make a workshop about the details how this system is going to work. So I think it will be good also to invite, for example, TÜBİTAK, if there is a V4 fund, etc., to make this $200 million more meaningful, make a bigger fund for SMEs globally and connect SMEs with the IPO money. So please.
Thank you, Baybars. Yeah, I mean, this is very exciting for us. We developed the agglomeration model as a way of helping small businesses to get liquidity. And it was very interesting that all of our first three speakers were talking about the lack of liquidity in small business investing. This gives an opportunity for investors to get their returns much quicker and be able to reinvest those in new companies. So it's very exciting. What we're now doing with WBAF is injecting a huge amount of capital into those small businesses. So we're talking about companies that are, say, 5 million in revenue growing to 50 million in revenue through this model. And that has a very big impact in the economies where those companies are. So we're very, very excited about this. And it'll be moving very quickly. We'll be raising, we've already started to raise the 200 million. We have a 100 million fund already that we're already working with. And we will be implementing that capital into companies in this year and 2019. So there'll be about 40 to 50 companies will benefit as a result of this fund.
Callum, thank you very much. And thank you very much also for branding this fund's name as WBAF Fund globally. Thank you very much.